Welcome to this week's Sports with Zee. This week we're going to talk about Roy McIlroy and Tiger Woods. We're going to talk about the Miami Heat and their historic run, the Los Angeles Lakers and their playoff hopes. This week we're going to start off with golf. Last week, the boy from One Direction, also known as Roy McIlroy, withdrew from a golf tournament because he had a toothache. If you ask me, that's some sissy shit. We Americans, we don't withdraw from golf tournaments because we hurt. We don't withdraw from tournaments if we crash into a car and our wife beats us with a 9-iron. We do not care. We'll play golf with no shirt on, with no shoes on. USA! USA! If you haven't already heard, there was an assault last night at the Staples Center. The victim, Brandon Knight, aka Brandon Knight Knight. Brandon Knight was assaulted when he was trying to block a dunk from DeAndre Jordan. If you haven't seen this vicious assault, please take a look.
Coach, here comes Chris Paul. The lob. A jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
Look at Blake. Look at the bench. Lamar Odom walked all the way down to the other end of the floor with almost a sheepish grin on his face. I want to see it again. This could be as good as anyone we saw from Blake.
Absolutely. That's as good as anybody anywhere.
And Brandon Knight thinking, why did I try and jump for that one? Are you kidding me?
That is something, folks.
Tell me that won't be number one of the night on everybody's list.
The beautiful thing about this dunk and everything that happens around it is it's kind of like one of those Harlem Shake videos. You can't necessarily just focus on one character. You have to look around. For example, take a look down to your left and look at Matt Barnes run like he just threw a rock through someone's window. Take a look at Chris Paul, who seems to be muttering to himself, "Now, why would you do this? You're about the size of Scrappy Doo and he's the size of Godzilla, and why would you just do this?" You could take a look at the bench, going bananas. You could look at Lamar Odom just walking away sheepishly. You also could look at the ball bouncing right off of Brandon Knight's head as he's getting knocked down. After the dunk, Twitter exploded with a bunch of parodies and twit pics. A couple of my favorites are Brandon Knight on the ground with Pacquiao next to him while Pacquiao got packed out. Another great one was Brandon Knight on the floor with his tombstone in Simba from The Lion King right next to him asking, "Mufasa? Brandon Knight? Brandon Knight?" To add insult to injury, DeAndre Jordan was fouled by Brandon Knight and made the free throw. After this assault, I believe it should be investigated. To do so, it should be the Law and Order Special Victims Unit to do so. In other NBA news, the Miami Heat is still winning. But I'm going to need a favor from most of y'all. I need you to stop comparing LeBron James to Michael Jordan. Why?
There is no way that LeBron will ever beat Jordan. Call me when LeBron has 6 championships.
That's your only argument?
It's the only argument I need, Sean!
Also, guess what team dropped out of the NBA playoff race and what team just slipped in? I wonder who predicted this. That's it for this week's edition of Sports with a Z. Thank you for watching, and as promised, this week we have our first winner of our 15 Seconds of Fame. This week it's local legend, Vic the Brick. Jacobs!
Okay, I'm here with Vic the Brick. This is Sports with a Z, and I want to have your opinion on the Lakers and their season.
Robert, if I may, this has been a journey that has really absorbed every facet of pain, of agony, with flashes of ecstasy. We are now above 500. The
Yes.
last time we're at 500 was when we beat Brooklyn back in November. And since that time, it has been an ebb and a flow type of season without us forming a rhythm, without us forming a culture, without us forming an identity. And we're still searching for an identity.
Thank you, Vic. He was kind of long-winded, so I had to cut him. For your chance to get your 15 seconds of fame, all you need to do is guess the winners of these games, also the point spread. What you need to do is send me a message or comment on my video link, and whoever gets the most correct, or the first one to get the most correct, you'll get your 15 seconds of fame. I'll give you a call, and you get your chance to rant about whatever you want. Kind of like Vic the Brick. Thank you for watching Sports with a Z. With that said, here's your moment with Dead Brain Cells.
I'm still living my dreams, waking up in cold sweats. Man, I plan to be in a man that I know. Yeah, tell that rich nigga hold it. Cause when you can't find a needle, you make a nice straw hat. Pardon me as I sit up in the shade, just a shadow of myself, wishing the sun would go away. Was a shining light when it was nothing but the rain and thunder. Was my stomach growling from the hunger.